Hello everyone, I am the Toy Major. It has been some time since I last made a video reviewing anything. I've been a little busy here and there. I've also been um, kind of aiming around another hobby I'll introduce to the channel soon. A couple of things I want to add to try and make a fun and welcoming environment for everyone. So what we have here to review today is WarHammer 40,000 Space Wolves Intercessor. I think it's supposed to be just without the S, from a company called Joytoy. Now, Joytoy, I believe, is a company in Japan that, oh wait, not Japan, China, it says here, Beijing, um, that makes and sells, I believe, some of it sells to American resellers such as Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. I found this guy on Amazon for 30 bucks new. They seem to be in like versions. I think this is 3.0 because of the box art. Normally they're supposed to be like a white border, and ignore my watch strap. It the little piece of it broke, so don't let that bother you. So we're gonna look at the accessories first, and then the figure, of course. So the first thing we have here, I think, is a storm bolter. A storm bolter is supposed to be a one of these rifles with a scope because it's more meant for sniping. Sorry, I hear the wind outside. I don't know what it was for a moment. The little clip comes out, and there's a couple of extra hands here. I can hold the little clip to make the Space Marine look like he's reloading the weapon. There's this half skull, these little wings on this side, but not on the other side. For some reason, that's a thing with these rifles. A lot of the interesting stuff is on one side, but not the other. And it is actually, hold on one second here, I forgot to grab a ruler of some kind. You see, I have it. Where did it go? Yeah, I have a drawer of like knickknacks. I have a tape measure. It will honestly do better than a ruler. Okay, so that was pretty far. And for this, we have, hold on, we have it at about, what, 2.5 inches at least? Yeah, 2.5. I'm trying to hold it as still as I can. Sorry. This, a chainsword, a little bit past 3.5. Okay, the chainsword is one of the most iconic weapons in the WarHammer universe. In some cases, it's kind of a blunt weapon with a little teeth out, but this one is a double-edged chainsword. Uh, I can't really describe it too much. I guess somehow the little lord activates, it revs, all spins, and kind of does what a chainsaw does. It's supposed to be a light and portable weapon. So, but then this is a little bolt pistol in its holster with a purity seal here. If I'm not entirely mistaken, I don't know much about the purity seal, honestly. I never thought to look into them. I think they're supposed to be like a measure of fortune. I, of course, could be very stupid. I could be very dumb, very wrong here. Um, but yeah, I think they're in a way supposed to be like a measure of like good fortune, good luck. So we have that, and this is supposed to be the little weapon out of the holster. Now, this one does not have a clip that removes. Some bolt pistols do. They drop to like down here where my thumb is, and you can usually pull them out, slip them back in, look like it's reloading. Now let's see here. So this is about as good a straight measure as I can get. It's a little bit over an inch. This one in its holster is just a tiny bit over 1 inch. Like the smallest little sliver. Now, oh wait, one more time at least. The figure itself. Hold on. Trying to hold it. He goes a little bit past 4 inches. The stupid thing is wobbling. I'm trying to hold it still. I think it's a cheeky one. It's like a little over 4 inches, under 5. Now, let me adjust the camera real quick. Now, of course, the absolute cream of the stupid camera. Okay. The absolute cream of the crop here, the Space Marine. He has this wonderful light blue all over, yellow little wolf symbol on the pauldron, red with I think supposed to be scratch-looking marks on the other pauldron. So these are very small little action figures. This is honestly my second one. I have one from a couple of years ago, but he's just a tiny bit dinged up, and I don't have his box, so we're not going to review him, honestly. These are double jointed. The hands, the wrists are on little um, pegs, the both of them. These, I think, are on a tiny little band there, where the arm slips into the little socket. So wherever they move, it does a little bit too. I think they have butterfly joints in their arms. Yes, they do. So this way you can pose them a little better. I honestly didn't realize they had that until I was messing with this guy the other day. I usually give some of these figures a couple days of um, looking at, messing with a little bit, just to make sure that they're safe to show on review. Because if it's like a faulty thing, I'd really rather people kind of don't see it. But I guess that's kind of bad too, isn't it? Because obviously you'd want to know. Yeah, like one issue here with this is this little knife. The belt all around has many of these little holes, and the little accessories are. Let's see if I can pop this one. Are these little bulb pegs here, and they slip in like so. Clips in. For some reason, this one with a knife is just really loose, and the knife comes out, of course. Put that there. And he has this little talisman here, I think, like charm. Has this little couple of satchels. One here, I think, maybe housing a grenade, and then the little backpack. He also has this little uh, what is that? Like a wolf tail? I wonder. I'm not sure. It's on the leg. Does not come off, and I don't want to break it. Now, one thing that's interesting about these version 3.0 figures versus their, what would you call them, predecessors, the 2 and 1.0, Their fingers are rubber. The other ones were not. They were more like a solid plastic, just like this. They didn't move. These ones are rubber, as you can see. I'm barely doing any kind of force on it. Sorry, I'm kind of watching off and on the camera to make sure this stuff fits. That it's all being recorded right. So we have this. And this accessory went in his hand. No problem. No. I see the beginning a little bit ahead of myself here. Yeah, sometimes I have that. The waist, the abs, ab crunch is really good. Goes very far back, forward. Twists. Can look like he's going into action. The helmet. Some of these characters have alternative ones where they have like a helmetless head and a head with, well, the helmet here. And of course, it pops off. Everything on this figure mostly is ballpoint pegs, even the feet here at the bottom. See if I can carefully pop it up. I don't break it. See, everything about this figure, all the Joytoy WarHammer figures, is they're all on like these little pegs. Cool part about these pegs is you can kind of adjust them, like pull it a smidgen. Sure, the foot won't go all the way back in, but it means that you can do some amazing poses. It's almost like a Figma, the Figma line of toys. Except these are more affordable in a way. Sorry if it's not a Joker, Samus, Link, but I mean, with some of these, you kind of, I mean, take them as you can get. No, it might be just okay. One thing I gotta point out before I go back to the hands is mine is odd. Actually, mine is like this beat up looking kind of paint. And mine was new. I don't know if it was intentional because I mean these space marines are always on the ground, fighting, bang, or chainsword, vroom. Uh, I don't know if this is intentional or a mistake. Either way, I'm fine with it because I know they're on the ground. They're not just sitting in one room waiting. These guys are always on the move, always uh in a fight. So knife in the holster. Now, uh, he comes with this gripping hand. There's also these hands with a finger pointed outward for the firearms. Again, watching through the camera for the right hand. The left, I have it like this because he has a chainsaw in one hand and the bolt pistol in the other. Also has a couple of fists. A couple of fist hands. And then the left hand where it's just a grip. So overall, these figures are amazing. Hold on. It's amazing because it looks like they've been doing this for some. Hold on, they've been doing this for some time now, and they have vehicles, they have figures, they have. I think they recently released like a big $400 mech. Now picture that, a mech, and it supports these guys like almost 5 inch, and they're very small in the mech. If I ever get my hands on it, I'll show you. I hope to at one point. I know I'm getting another one of these Joytoy ones very soon. These figures I have an order, and of course I'll review that too. So, anyways, I would like to apologize if I'm kind of everywhere with a review. I normally am focused, but today it just feels like my head isn't exactly working. So we also have this chest design. Normally it's a skull in the middle, but this one is a gem. I like it. It's painted though. It's just painted with like a red, shiny kind of paint. It's not like an actual plastic gem. Same for the little charm here. And like I said, keep in mind everything you see on the belt, not the leg, on the belt are on little ball pegs, and you can remove them, move them around. Basically, you can customize each one of these, and they're all cross compatible with each other. You can take a gun from another one, put it on this one, take this chain sword, replace it with like a sword, an axe, or whatever. So now I am going to demonstrate by putting this guy into a pose. Anything anything smaller than like normal 7, 6 inch figures, I would like to see you have this much. It's not it nah, a smidgen of a call out, but I don't know. I can't help it. I'm personally in love with a Warhammer line. And I really do like these Joytoy figures. I like them a whole bunch. I think they're amazing. There's like the McFarlane Warhammer ones, but they're limited in articulation. They have the 22 points and everything, but very limited. Um, sorry. So now we are going to take a quick look at the box, and then we're going to wrap this up. I once again apologize for kind of having a brain fart here. It's been a bit of a week, and I'm decided to sit down and I wanted to do this. I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. So it's an official Warhammer product, company Joytoy. The item, picture of the figure. I don't know if this is a prototype or not, by the way. Age is 15 and up. It's probably because the little sharp points everywhere. You don't want your kids to eat them, obviously. Copyright games 2022. Not bad for a couple of years ago. All the copyright information, the back tells you what it has. Then here's a couple, I think, of prototype images. And this one came with a stand. Uh, I gave it to my brother. However, he has one of these figures, and it just doesn't stand too well on its own. So we have the description. If you guys want to pause and read this. Ages again, recycle. Here's the barcode. So, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these videos very soon. I got a couple McFarlane ones. I have another Joytoy one. And I would like to introduce a couple of more things I want to add to the channel. So this way I can be more welcoming to anyone that checks it out, comes and looks. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you want to help the channel, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment if you think something needs fixing. Otherwise, thank you very much, and have a good day.